Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Final Show Films. I'm Sen, your executive producer. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Particularly want to thank our $25 tier supporters over at our Patreon page at patreon.com/FSFilms. Those being Jerry and Alexander, Samantha Bates, Catwater Flame, and L. Without whom we won't be able to do as much of the silly things that we do here. So thank you all very much for your support over the years. And those of you that are watching live, please sit back, relax, and enjoy. We're live! Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Lancer, the Demon Core. I'm Sen, your game master for the evening, and joining me is the Burning Finger, William.
Don't know what these are
It's a
references
Gundam
to.
reference. Hi, I'm William, and I'm playing. If when I get my hands on the Tokugawa, that'll actually be like a relevant reference. But I'm playing Shawnee, Valkyrie Dragonheart, piloting currently the Horus Balor Regenleif. Or no, Sigrun. Sigrun is the Balor.
And the Witch from Mercury, Mara.
There, okay. Yeah, hi, I'm Mara. I'm playing Helena, who is piloting the hang on, wait for it. Black Witch, sudden intervention.
Alright.
Wasn't it Pickle?
It was Pickle. Now it's sudden intervention. That Pickle sort of blew up.
Fair enough.
Pickle became extra crispy.
There.
And the double Z, Andrew.
Hi, I am Andrew, and I'm playing Skylar Shepherd, callsign Phoenix, soon to be piloting the Knights of the Rose Banneret Frame Patience.
Can't wait for y'all to. I can't wait for y'all to figure out who's Char's counterattack. Anyway,
These are old names.
Yeah, it's just going right over.
I mean, I get the references.
Same.
But also, I guess Z is probably the way that
it's technically
New
double
Zealanders-
Zeta. It's meant to be double Zeta.
It's supposed to be like it's double Zeta, which you would still say Zeta even with a New Zealander accent. But
yeah,
I believe Z is still the New Zealander way
Yes.
of doing Z. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
that's why I changed it.
And personally, I'll be watching a bit more of Dawn Guard than Zeta, not Dawn Guard, Night Watch than Zeta Shift this year.
Anyways, when last we left off,
I got that joke too.
the Lancer team of the Demon Corps returned from their mission mostly victorious to find one largely amnesiac Fury back at the base who was preparing to regain some of their memories off a data download. And having brought back with them information relating to what they had learned had been the Assimilated, which was some sort of techno-organic entity that seemed to be some amalgamation of mech parts in the vague shape of a Gorgon, as well as the Indoctrinated, which seemed to be a series of subalterns that were behaving odd in creepy manners. And upon returning and delivering information to the Empress of the Demon Corps, they were informed that their mission objective would be changing. So, we pick up a few days after that. Andrew, have you decided on what your downtime activity was going to be?
Oh boy. I never got around to saying this before the session started, but not for the first time. I feel as though the downtime actions are each broad enough to throw me off actually knowing what I want to do with any of them.
I mean, get focused is always a solid backup if you can't think of anything else.
Increase a skill.
Yeah, that's true, I suppose.
Get tougher.
Is theirs.
Also,
It's like the carouse options, but I choose violence. So
you do also
Of course
know
you do.
you do also know that there's going to be a seek and destroy mission coming up. If you wanted to try to do one of the activities that gives you items. While you're thinking, I get to continue making enemies for you.
Yes, and I've been trying to think for a while now, and it hasn't really worked. Sorry, folks.
All right.
It's all good.
And yet at the same time, it isn't, because my brain is a mess.
Well, to recap for the other characters, we had some characters went carousing, some characters did some training. Learned that if you were looking for more information on the Assimilated, that there is a local, the closest thing to an expert on NHPs and odd occurrences. That being one, Railnor, a scientist working with Horus, an NHP scientist working with Horus, who seems to have, according to rumor, walked out of a gray space gate. Which isn't a
They
thing.
said Gray Space
Sorry.
Gate, but I heard Grace Base Gate.
Gray space gate, which isn't. I think gray space is the correct
Blink
terminology.
space.
Blink space. Think blink space gate. Which is not a thing that you do on foot, but he did.
no.
I think Gray Space is more just like the general term for the dimension, whereas the actual gates are just called Blink Space Gates. Blink gates.
No, blink space is the dimension. Blink gates are the things
Yeah.
that just hang in space and let people fly through and cross half the galaxy in a picosecond.
Cool.
Anyways,
Fury has been painting her new mech purple.
I wasn't informed of this, so I don't have an updated icon for you.
That is okay. I don't know how to make a new icon. I don't really care if it matches mine, because I will be just constantly making new mechs, so I do not expect them to match.
Fair.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So, while you're thinking about that, we can get back to it. A few days pass, and you're all brought back to the War Council room. You're informed by Empress that you are going to be provided your own strike shuttle in order to facilitate ongoing action against on the three fronts that we're fighting against. Basically, it's inefficient for you to constantly be deploying back from the forward operating base. So you are being given command. You are being given command of the strike shuttle Vanguard, which is it does not have all the facilities that you have here, so you will still need to have to stop back here to stock up, but it can carry your regiment of mechs, as well as it has room for two others, so the four of you plus two others, as well as medical. One of whom would be recommended to be medical staff, as well as names Haller, who will be the pilot for the strike shuttle. So you are instructed to pick out two additional pilots to take with you, aside from the four of you plus two of your NPC allies, who will be stationed on the strike shuttle with you. You'll still be able to acquire reinforcements from the rest of the NPC allies, but at the moment, there's going to be two that'll be with you for the majority of the time. So, who would you like to have on board your shuttle? If you need refreshers on who all they are, I can tell you.
Yes.
Almost certainly, but let me. Yeah, we don't have a handout with the list of them, unfortunately.
I just assumed someone was taking notes.
Oh, I have notes. They are incomplete.
So we've got. You've got Deadeye, pilots an operator. Ember Soul, pilots an assault. Diablo, pilots a reaver. Frostclaw, pilots a vector. Fire Gaze 1, who pilots a scourer. Hauler, who is already on the ship, so don't worry about that. Fiend, who pilots a berserker. Halleck, who pilots a witch. Icepelt, who pilots an Aegis. Iron Fang, who pilots a gladiator. Windrazor, who pilots an ace. Izanami, who pilots a ronin. Knuckles, who pilots a Goliath. Sinner, who pilots a priest. Needles, who pilots an archer. Ironstorm, who pilots a hornet. Stoneborn, who pilots a scout. Scale Warden, who pilots a Valkyrie. And I think that's it. Yeah.
Sinner is our medical staff, right?
Sinner, the priest, has been doing a lot of medical support, and Sinner himself is a field medic, yes.
Yeah.
He's a field medic, not a surgeon, to be clear.
I mean, do we have any other medical staff available?
Holler is good at repairs, not medical stuff. Actually, yeah, Sinner's the only medical field medic that you got.
So yeah, Sinner is one of the two.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Honestly, we need to break these things hard and fast. Who's our sniper of those?
Well, Deadeye's operator, which is kind of a sniper, but more of a teleporter. Yeah. So things that would be classified as snipers, you've got your archer,
or ordnance, yeah,
which is needles. Technically, you're thinking artillery. So yeah,
I'm thinking artillery.
Yeah, operator is artillery. So operator is an artillery. Frostclaw the vector is an artillery. Yeah, so those two are your two artillery. You also have strikers, which would be Fire Gaze, who's the Scourer, Fiend, the Berserker, Windrazor, the Ace, Izanami, the Ronin, and Ember Soul, the Assault, are your strikers.
What was Icepelt piloting?
Icepelt is an Aegis, which is a support mech.
Sorry, the other artillery aside from the operator.
Oh,
Archer.
Frostclaw is a vector.
Wait, no.
Vector.
Archer's technically a controller.
Yeah, I realized that as soon as I opened my mouth and jammed my own foot in it.
Right.
Actually, a second frontliner in the form of the Ronin might be useful.
Really? I would think someone who can do cover fire.
Well, I believe the banneret is scouting and artillery, if I recall, if I'm understanding properly.
It has long-range weaponry, long-range sensors.
All right, never mind. We got that covered though.
So if you're looking for up close and personal, you've got Izanami, the Ronin, which does a lot of damage and is very agile. You've got the Diablo, the Reaver, which is kind of like a mini Balor. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but does have a lot of durability. The vectors, for what it's worth, are snipers. They're like actual snipers. They like do line 20 damage kind of things. Or uh
Yeah, they have the vector cannon. They just go.
they draw a line across the map and end things that are in it. Deadeye is also sort of a ranged weapon. Is a sniper style, but they teleport more than they teleport in single target. The Fiend, who pilots the Berserker, which is a mini what's the
Blackbeard.
yeah, mini Blackbeard. Has a chain axe, gets up close and personal, rips things apart. Scourer is
I'm going to assume a flamethrower.
Yeah, sort of like burn and salt the fields kind of mech. Um, yeah. So those are your sort of, and of course like alongside your melee, you also obviously have the Goliath, which is Knuckles, ooh, big boy with shotgun.
I think because the Black Witch has decent like control of enemy mechs to throw them around into position.
Mm-hmm.
The Balor is very tough and durable, but not very fast. And we have decent long range scanning and barrage with the Banneret. And then we've got the Priest for general support. I think having a highly mobile assassinator in the form of Izanami and the Ronin would probably be useful.
Good with me?
Yeah, seems decent.
And you also have Umbra with
Yeah.
All right, so Ronin and Sinner are your companion. And yep, they will get their reassignment orders and make their way to the thing, which also means that they are going to shift up to tier 2. As they are going to be getting more direct experience. Those two specifically are going to be shifting up to tier 2 as they get a little bit more closer to a Lancer skill. Sinner. And Izanami. This is the first time y'all have interacted with Izanami, I think, directly
Yes.
at least. So when you meet Izanami, she is a armored individual of on Earth would be Asian descent. Um, they have a couple of different swords on their like sort of blades on their person, and obviously they pilot a Ronin, which also has their Ronin in particular has two large swords that it uses, one charged blade and one regular, and they sort of give you a fairly quiet individual. They give you salute and take their reassignment. Sinner, you already know, is the oldest man you've ever seen piloting a mech, and accepts his new post with his usual air of not really caring all that much because he's just here until he dies, basically. And you are directed towards your new vessel. The strike shuttle Vanguard is a smaller, smaller ship It has armaments, but it is not as heavily armed as the Durandal is. Um, it has enough arms to defend itself and its cargo and to get you in and out quickly. It is not meant for prolonged combat. But it is yours and currently piloted by Haller, who greets you on the loading ramp. All right. Well, I've got our coordinates for our scouted first strike against some assimilated. It's going to take. We're going to take a little bit of a long way around so we can sort of avoid conflict. So it'll be a couple of hours before we get ready to drop. After we launch, we've still got a couple hours of prep before launch, so you've got time. Explore the ship, get to know it, and I'll let you know when we're ready to launch. And she heads back in towards the cockpit. So, the group of you are presented with your strike shuttle.
I'm gonna take a tour around. Let's see what's around here.
Take a look around to see what the place looks like.
So you see that it has a sort of a communal dining area just off the loading. So the entrance is right here by the cockpit.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the landing ramp comes up. It seems to be a single level. There's not like stories to it or anything like that. It's a single level ship. Cockpit immediately to the right of the entrance, where you can see there are room for additional assistance, but the pilots are sort of in a center console primarily by themselves can operate the entire ship. Immediately to the inside, there is a communal dining area with kitchen, with sort of kitchen implements and things like that. There is a med bay that also doubles as a maintenance. That also doubles as a personal maintenance bay. It has a pair of three fabricators as well as a medical chair and scanning suite. There is a shower room with lockers in it, and there are 6 bedrooms, 6 personal quarters, 3 of which are larger than the others. And one meeting sort of war room towards the back, as well as a large engine room that has a fairly powerful engine that also is capable of blink space travel itself. So the strike shuttle can itself. You sort of just by scanning around in your familiarity with ships, you realize that it has both the ability to blink space travel on its own without needing a larger vessel, and has near light
capabilities.
Yeah, near light capabilities.
Ooh. Fury's gonna immediately claim a room. They have windows. I can see stars.
Yes.
This is nice.
All of the rooms have the far wall on most of the rooms can be set to opaque or translucent. It's a full wall that basically you can just turn translucent to see outside, or set to opaque if you have enough. And the customizable range there.
Yeah, no, she immediately goes in one of the rooms, doesn't close the door. It's just standing there in the middle, like drops all her stuff off behind and goes and stands and looks out the window for a while.
Valkyrie immediately claims the smallest of the rooms because she'll probably use it for nothing but sleeping.
Oh no. No, you know what? I like this one. I'm gonna go to this one.
Yeah, Phoenix will basically just take a room and well, she won't exactly personalize it because doesn't exactly have that kind of thing on hand, but yeah, she will essentially just drop off, just basically just throw a bag on the bed and then head for she'll head for the war room actually to test its communications, see how well, not exactly test, but get a feel for them in case they're needed.
Yeah. Has fairly decent sensor capacity. You're sort of getting through the war room. You sort of get a sense of the ship's stats. It has. Hang on. It has mechanically. It has a 2 system rating, 6 engineer rating. It has sensor range of 10, E defense of 12, evasion of 12, a 14 save. It seems like it is designed more for supporting a strike team than for fighting alongside it. It does have fighting capabilities, but it's largely a defensive vessel. Mechanically, this is a ship templated support. As far as what its capabilities are.
Yep, makes sense.
Yeah. So it's not nothing to write home about, but not bad.
Yeah, like definitely more than Phoenix has driven in her career prior to taking up the mantle of Lancer, of course.
Vanguard. All right. So, is there anything any of y'all are doing before you take off?
I think Valkyrie just makes sure that the everyone's mechs are fully repaired and up to and ready to go by the time the ships are ready to load. So
Actually, I have a question.
Yes.
You mentioned this ship was one floor.
Yeah.
Where are our mechs?
They are in the so if you go into the engine room and go down, you see that there is it's not really another floor, but basically below where the rooms are is a series of drop pods that are themselves field 3D printers. So the idea is that your mech in pod can be modified while it's in the pod, and then when those pods drop, they will be basically places where you can go to wherever they hit. You can go back to resupply, reload, repair if you need to, but the ship will eventually need to pick them back up in order to get you back with them. So yeah, it's
a single floor, but there's like a recessed drop pod area.
Yeah, effectively.
I gotcha.
Just underneath the main thing, and you notice you actually, if you take a bit of a look around, all of the drop pods are all underneath each of the bedrooms, and there is a trap door in each bedroom that goes straight down to the drop pod, to the associated drop pod. It's sealed.
Well,
It's sealed when the pods are away, but you can open it while the pods are there. So you don't have to go through the engine room to get to your back.
makes a lot of sense. And yeah, before takeoff, Phoenix would be definitely working on the new mech she's had printed over the past few days.
All right. Is there anything? Did you decide what you wanted your downtime activity to be?
Yes, I did. Skylar would need to place a call to Arbalest, her mentor, to rearrange her Knights of the Rose license permissions, and during that time, she would also ask them for general advice on command and control situations, I would like to take the get focused downtime action to add take control
Go
as a
ahead.
trigger.
You do that.
It is done.
All right.
Love it.
So, all of our downtime actions are done. You're informed that the ship is leaving. Izanami, and Sinner are on board. And the ship exits from the forward operating base.
That.
What was that, Mara?
Oh, copy that.
Yeah. Ship takes off. I realize. By the way, we forgot to say at the top of the round, top of the show, Black Lives Matter, Trans Rights, and Human Rights, and also this stream is powered by Sirenscape.
Hey. There we go.
Which I say largely because
We're about to get some music, folks. Enjoy. Ooh. Oh, excellent. An engine hum. Ah, my favorite. I love a good engine hum.
engine hum and also
Ooh.
there we go. All right. So, mission briefing begins. You basically all adjourn to the war room, where a holographic representation of the Empress appears to give you your orders. You are being sent on a seek and destroy mission. You are going to be entering into a live fire area where there have been reports of there was a combat going on between Royal Army, Royalist forces, and Trader Trader Baronies, or Rebellion Baronies.
Barony, yeah.
Rebel Baronies. That's the designation that I've used previously. But both sides seem to have been wiped out by a third party, which is how the scouts were sort of looking for signs of the Assimilated. There are 6 assimilated mechs in the area. They are each considered to be a relatively high threat. Their makes are unidentifiable at the moment. They seem to be they seem to be made from the remains of they seem to be an Avenger, a Demolisher, a Priest, a Berserker, and a I said Avenger,
Demolisher, Priest,
Berserker,
and an Assault. And an Assault and a Breacher. Those are what the general patterns seem to be, but they're unable. But scans were unable to return any accurate information about what their actual loadouts were. It seems that these entities, much like how those of you that were there experienced in the laboratory, it seems that they are inherently evasive as far as scans are concerned, and tended to make the forward scouts, NHPs, and CompCon systems freak out. So you are warned that NHPs and comp cons might become unreliable. So don't rely on them too much.
Not a concern for me. What worries me more is that they seem to resist initial scans.
Yeah. And it seems that the reason why they seem to resist initial scans falls in that same line of, when they were trying to scan them, their UIs were too busy telling them to run.
I put a new module in my latest mech that might help us with that. At least it protects against tech attacks. We'll see if it does anything on like the ambient noise that they seem to do.
So
You have to be near me for it to work, though.
All
So-
right.
Mechanically, I have a module that makes tech attacks more difficult if you are adjacent to me. Maybe it'll help. I don't know.
I said, what all did I list?
Avenger, Demolisher, Priest, Berserker, Assault, Breacher.
Thank you. I'm still putting together the actual mechanics of the mechs.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
All right. So, how are you modifying your mechs, if at all, with the
Well,
information that you've been given? Oh, bonus objective. If you manage to bring back, one of the mechs still functional, and in a non-combative state, you will be given. There will be a special requisition made for exotic gear. Basically, if you bring back one, you'll be able to, as a group, request one piece of exotic gear and to your specifications.
Do we know, is this on, do we know the location where the fight was? What we are, the terrain we're walking into?
Yes. Give me one. It is an urban environment.
Right.
I am swapping my hive drone for a rapid burst jump jet system and my comp con for a pattern B hex charge.
All right. Yeah, urban
Civilians,
urban environment partially destroyed. No civilians. No civilians present.
very well.
I think I have everything I want. Got melee and far away. Be able to pull them in close.
Yeah, I'm going to replace one of my initial picks with another piece of banneret gear. There Okay. Yes, I am swapping one of my options that bolster people for a drone that gives us a little extra, gives me a little extra firepower.
Makes sense to me.
And I've got a magnetic shield that we can use to maybe funnel help. If it's streets, something like that, they won't be able to cross it.
Copy it. Go.
I'm just setting up the map right now. Hex.
Do we want to take the break?
Yeah, let's go and take our break now while y'all are putting things together while I'm making a map. So
Yeah.
those of you that are watching live, please stay tuned for the first messages. And remember, when we take our break, you take your break. So stand up, stretch your legs, move around, do whatever you need to do, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. We're back. A dinosaur story. So, the strike shuttle Vanguard comes in rapidly over what seems to be a evacuated bit of city in an urban industrial area within what seems to be some of the claimed rebel barony territories. You see evidence of combat, though no evidence of combatants. When over the intercom, Holler comes out. Well, according to our sensors, we should be running. So I assume there are assimilated nearby. I'm going to be dropping you off in a clear spot. You all drop into your mechs, and subsequently your mechs detach from the mechs. Various drop pods detach and land in a small cluster just to the south of the map that you're on right now. Your sensors, the direction of sensors indicate that the enemy is to your north. North and
West.
left. North and left. Yeah, north and west. In the areas to your northwest, you're not sure exactly how far away because they are beyond your suit sensors. But they are in that vicinity according to the Vanguard. As the Vanguard heads for safer and higher ground, you are left to coordinate amongst yourselves, and we begin to the Roll20 booth. All right. So, initiative starts now as we enter into Chapter 1, Mission 2, Chapter 1. Which I need to read here. Mission 2, Chapter 1. Assimilated. Chapter 1. Seek and destroy. Alright.
Mission start.
Go! So, who's going to go first on the PC turn?
I mean, I'm sort of the bullet sponge if you want me to just go first. Just
Y'all,
to, like,
y'all can decide amongst yourselves.
I mean,
attract attention.
Sure.
makes sense.
Thankfully, I've upped my speed. So I am not just walking 3 steps, I am now walking 4 steps.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3, 4. Boost. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will. What are my options right now? What can I do with a quick action left?
And to simplify things, at this point, with the upgrade that Izanami and Sinner got, we're just going to consider them PC turns, so y'all can slot them in wherever you want as far as PC characters.
Okay.
Makes sense.
I don't know if there's anything else I can do with my action real quick, so I can prepare. I will prepare.
What are you preparing?
Let me see if I can prepare a full action, or if it has to just be another quick action.
I believe it's just a quick action.
Taking action
Yep.
at a specific time or when a specific condition is met. For any other quick action, yeah. I will prepare to throw a grenade when an enemy comes within grenade range.
All
It's
right.
range 5.
What's your
Sensor range.
sensor range?
Also 5.
All right. Your sensors have not yet started going off.
Valor is very short range sensors.
Activity occurs somewhere else on the battlefield.
Oh boy.
Alien turn
Yeah,
for the XCOM
Alien
players.
activity.
alien
Alien
activity.
activity.
Alien activity detected.
Except
I-
there are no aliens in Lancer, apparently.
There's a few. There's at least the Egregorians
I mean, yeah, they get wiped out.
coming back slowly.
And whatever the Assimilated are. Anyways. Actually, no, there's plenty of alien life. It's just not always all sentient.
That's true.
Anyways. Who's next, Shani?
If you want, I can move and get a block up on this
Oh
top
yeah, that's
that alley.
probably worthwhile. Stop them from circling around us.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. And I'm gonna lay down a magnetic shield. Which is a line 4 force field, 4 spaces wide, at least 1 space adjacent to me. So basically, I want it to be kind of just across this.
Go ahead and draw it.
Line 4. Actually, I'll get up here. That way I can get it right across there. Basically. Line 4 force field, 4 spaces wide, at least 1 space adjacent to me. It is an obstruction for mechs and characters made at least partially of metal. It lasts for the rest of the scene, and if I place a new one, this one deactivates. It doesn't block line of sight, but we got soft cover from it. And you get resistance to kinetic and explosive damage while you're behind it. I can put it in chat too. Just in case. That's my...
Alright.
one of my quick actions, and then anything else?
God damn it, CompCon!
What?
It forgot my license level upgrade.
Oh no.
I was wondering why I didn't have leadership 2 anymore, and why I also didn't seem to have my my first level of.
Oh no. I'd like to search actually. Look for a hidden target. To search and mech, choose a character within your sensors that you suspect is hidden and make a contested systems check against their agility.
Okay.
Um,
What's your sensor range?
Good question. Let me look. Sensor range. Where is that? 15.
Okay. Go ahead and make was it contested agility roll?
Hang on. Let me look. I just moved it to find my sensor. Search. Make a contested systems check against their agility. So I
Okay.
make a systems check. They do agility.
What? So just so I can confirm here, what license level are we supposed to be at?
We are
License
supposed to be
level
at
two.
license level 2 with 1 extra license.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought so. Fucking CompCon.
Did not not a perfect system.
Nope, it is not. How do I do a systems check?
1d20 plus your systems skill.
Where is my systems skill? Is a question I have.
Are you looking at the Roll20 sheet?
No, I'm looking at CompCon.
Okay. In your mech attributes section, it's on the left-hand side.
Okay, yep, I have 0 systems. So I'm just rolling a d20. We'll see. 17.
You beat their agility score.
Yay.
As you sort of begin pinging your sensors and sort of trying to see if you can detect something. Your UI, the UI of your mech begins to read. Like it begins to read out sort of just random. Seems to be random information text. It specifically says, "Now is the hour. Now is the hour of the twilight, where the hidden eye becomes revealed, and all are assimilated into one." And you get a sense that there is a mech making its way through the building immediately to your left. This large central building that it sort of breaks up the alleyways.
I think we got incoming to the left.
Do we have a direct location of where this mech is?
It is at the moment. It is.
Yeah, they lose hidden and can be located again by any character.
They're not
to this.
Yeah, they're not really hidden. Like, you don't have line of sight to them, but they are in here.
Okay.
Not a concern.
They are inside a building.
Not a concern.
And
Cool.
yeah, that's going to be my turn.
All right. Enemy turn. Enemy activity. All right.
Skyla, you want to go, or should we send in some NPCs?
I would very much like to go.
Okay, do it.
Okay, so go with me on this journey a little bit.
Okay.
As the drop pods initially fell, one of them fired a small package that quickly used its own thruster jets to shoot past the Vanguard and into high orbit. This fires a railgun directly on the point where sudden intervention pinged a mech. I fire my core integrated weapon, the Thorn Satellite Railgun.
Yes.
Put the information for that in chat for me, please.
This sounds good.
Done. I missed.
Ah.
So you punch a hole through the roof of this building. It does not seem to impact with the mech, but you do definitely make a hole.
All right.
Well, they know we're here.
So that was a skirmish at the start of my turn. Let's see. For my other quick action, I will use take the bolster action to target an allied character within sensors and line of sight. But instead of the usual benefits it provides, I will give the Sigrun resistance to all damage, heat, and burn from the first attack that hits them before the end of their next turn.
Sweet.
And then I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm going to move to there. That'll be my turn.
Alright.
Oh, I have a census of 20, by the way, if that affects anything.
Nice.
Yeah, so you can sense that there are enemies over in this area. You
All
don't-
right.
You get an idea that there are enemies over here. You can't, again, no direct line of sight, but you know they're over there.
Yep.
And as you step in, as you step closer to him, you also begin to get that sort of garbled messaging in your UI. As the UI of your mech begins to just start, it sounds almost like it's Horus messaging, basically, like just sort of like this random cryptic dialogue
Nonsense.
begins to happen. Yeah. All right.
Well, all right then.
How fast are you? Okay. Yep, we'll go with you. Speed is 2. That one of those sensor beeps, Phoenix, gets closer.
Reason to believe they're moving in.
It seemed
Ready for
also
anything?
it didn't get closer smoothly. It just went from one location, then started showing up in another location.
Teleport.
All units be advised, possible teleporter on the field.
All right.
Good to know.
Next PC slot.
Let's get Cereza a little bit closer to the action, I think.
Can anyone have Soreza's character sheet?
Checking
not.
pilot roster. I have it at license level 1.
Maybe can you update it? Can you check and see if it'll catch the sync?
I'm fairly certain if I do that, it'll break everything I've done for Phoenix.
Fair.
Don't do that, then.
It's very insistent on having my old mech still be here and still be my active mech.
Okay. Well.
What I do know is it moves fast and stays invisible for the first attack coming at it on when it's not on its turn after it moves.
Yeah. I see speed 7.
Yep. Speed 7. I've got this stuff up now.
Okay, cool.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna go over here and keep near. Soreza's gonna go keep near sudden intervention. Just so that none of you are too far split off from the others. It's gonna end their turn there. Enemy movement. More enemies getting closer. This one's gaining elevation, as far as your senses are concerned.
Does this also show up on my senses as just like being in one place and then suddenly being in another?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Alright.
Either there's several of them teleporting, or they're just baffling sensors.
PC turn.
Por qué no los dos?
That leaves our NPCs.
Yeah. Get them in position. Is there a melee one? That would probably be like.
Yeah.
Good to get up.
Yeah, let's have the Ronin move up.
Alright. Izanami. How fast do you go, Izanami? 5. Hearing about the enemy, actually, did you indicate that the enemy was going up at all?
Yes, I would relay that information.
Okay, so hearing that, Izanami begins to run towards that building. They're going to use a quick action. They're going to use a quick action to activate instinct mode, which is until the end of the Ronin's next turn. The first time each turn that they are targeted by an attack, the Ronin may first use the carbon fiber sword to attack a character within range as a reaction. Which, because of their tier up, their carbon fiber sword has a threat of 3.
Alright then.
And they are sort of run towards the building with a speed of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boost. 1, 2. And as they boost, they sort of like they push off the ground and basically double flip up onto a higher ledge. As they begin to scale the side of the building. Enemy turn.
Also, the Ronin is actually just like one of the coolest NPC mechs.
Pretty cool.
The epitome of studied the blade.
PC turn. Sinner's turn. Sinner's gonna have 5, 4, 1, 4. Sinner, hearing that enemies are approaching, is going to use a quick action for Dispersal Shield on the Sigrun. So roll me a d3, Johnny.
1d3, 1.
Alright, so you've got resistance to damage and heat from the next one attack that hits you. And also you have Overshield 6. And that's all he does for now. Actually, and is then going to use their other quick action to investiture into Phoenix. The priest link systems with an allied mech or vehicle within range 5. As long as they remain linked and are within range 5, the target gets plus 2 accuracy on all attacks, and can use the priest systems instead of their own. If either character becomes jammed, impaired, or stunned, however, the other character also receives this condition for the same duration or until the link is disabled. The link is disabled if either character is destroyed or moves more than 5 spaces from the other. The priest can only link with one character at a time. And also, because they have the greater investiture feature now, investiture gives its target resistance to all damage, but the priest becomes immobilized while linked.
Well, alright then.
So you have plus 2 accuracy on all attacks and resistance to all damage, but Sinner is immobilized.
So I keep that as long as I'm within range 5 of it.
Within range 5, yep.
Cool.
So,
I'm not going anywhere.
I was going to say that orbital cannon, gets plus 2 accuracy now.
So yeah, so Sinner comes up, puts a hand on the shoulder, because you have one arm on your mech, right?
Yes, I just have one arm. The
Yeah,
other is occupied by a massive radar array.
Puts a hand on the shoulder of the one shoulder that you've got, and this biomechanical wiring sort of sews itself into a patch on the shoulder. As he pulls it away, his systems become linked to yours, and you gain the investiture.
Righto.
All right, final enemy turn. All right. Top of the round. First PC slot.
Center was the last one to go.
So technically,
right back. Y'all can decide.
all right. I was going to suggest that technically Sin should choose.
Nah. I don't know. Like waiting for enemies to pop up.
Yeah, I really don't like that. That's
They're roughly around this corner, we can assume. So if we want me to go, so we can get visual on them.
True.
yeah, that would make sense.
That could be useful.
Because I will.
Oh, I probably should have used my other bolster option because that would have actually increased your speed as well. A motivator tuning. suite.
Yeah, I can round the corner with a boost. So. In fact, I could, assuming that there's someone around the corner to shoot at, I can
Start ruining people's day.
overcharge boost, so that I still have my barrage to blast whoever's around the corner with my cyclone pulse rifle. So, do you want to do that?
Works for me.
Yep, works here.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hi there.
Do you see things?
I
So-
do see things.
Oh, cool.
boy.
As you round the corner, you see two enemy mechs. One of them that's best described as a demolisher. This size 2, very large, very bulky thing, wielding a hammer. But there's a few things off about it. One, it does have this sort of like semi-biological component that like to the sort of techno-organic shell. It has where normally the head on this particular type of mech would be. The cockpit is like broken open and kind of resembles like a fanged maw dripping some sort of semi-organic sludge. And
Matt.
it seems to be partially like not really here. You watch as that like the hammer that it's holding and its body as it's like sort of maneuvering towards you is just sort of blinking in and out of reality like very, very rapidly.
Cool.
And there's also another smaller thing behind it, but you're kind of focused on the big one.
I'm assuming the smaller thing has hard cover from the big one as well.
It does. It does.
Yep.
So,
Guardian trait.
We are going to put holes in that demolisher with a barrage from my cyclone pulse rifle.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack.
Attack roll with accuracy. Oh shit, you can actually... Con can make rolls now.
Yeah,
Nice.
but always good. I don't know if it. I'm fairly certain it doesn't link back to Roll20 though.
No, it doesn't.
No.
There's not like a thing to link it in yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. This thing has an accuracy on it. 1d20 plus 1d6. Oh wait, plus 2. 15 to hit. Sorry, plus 1. 14.
Oh yeah, that hits. It is going to use its reaction to dig in. Gets resistance to all damage from this attack, but becomes slowed until the end of its next turn.
So it takes 5 instead of 10.
All right. Yep. Takes 5 points of damage. Actually, it takes 3 points of damage. All right. Is the Cyclone Pulse Rifle armor piercing?
It is not.
Yeah. So 3 points of damage.
It just does a fuck ton of damage. And then over the comms, hostile contact has been made. We've definitely got more of these things.
Understood.
Its turn. It shifts. As it shifts, it disappears from where it is and reappears here.
Notably, it is still slowed, so...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's its standard move. Okay.
What does slow do? I know they can't boost. What else can it do?
The only voluntary movement they can make is their standard move on their own turn.
Okay, yes, they can't boost.
Can't boost, can't do anything else that would allow them to move, essentially.
Alright.
Unless
Where
they
does
have
it reappear?
That, as it raises this massive two-handed hammer, your systems, Shawnee, your systems are sort of basically screaming, run, 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 run at you. It is going to make a wait. Can super heavy melee? You have to not move to make a super heavy melee attack.
No, you can make a
no,
super heavy melee, you have to barrage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the barrage action.
yeah. So he's
to
gonna
use the super heavy
yeah.
weapon.
So he's gonna
It
barrage.
takes your full action, right?
Yeah, the demolition hammer is a super heavy weapon, melee weapon. So yeah, he's gonna barrage.
It's
with the
ordnance that
demolition
you can't move first.
hammer. Right.
Which is why I fired first and then moved.
All right. 1 plus 1.
Notably, I already have resistance to this attack.
From 2 super sources. So, don't know if
Hopefully.
those.
They don't stack, but
Yeah, they don't stack. Just
I also got a pile of overshields from Consider
right,
as well.
right. Your turn ended, so the ablative shield generator wore off.
What's your evasion?
9.
Just hits. As this, it rolled a 9. As this hammer comes down, your overshield goes up, and you're confident in your ability to resist this. And the hammer sort of like phases through your shield and strikes. It has a paracausal weapon, which cannot be resistant, damage from which cannot be reduced by anything.
It still hits the overshield first, according to
It still hits the overshield first, but it can't be reduced. It can't be reduced by armor resistance or anything else.
Right.
So
Good thing I'm operating a Balor. I don't really care about resistance as much as regeneration.
So you take 10 explosive damage, armor piercing. And I need you to make a hull save.
Oh no, I am still above 10 health. $10.
That is exactly what you needed. Your systems are screaming as this hammer smashes into you, but you manage to regain control of your mech and you are not stunned. You watch as it ends its turn. You watch as the bullet holes you put into it, the metal of the sort of bioorganic metal, just begins to close over the bullet holes. As that broken helmet mouth just sort of growls at you. It has regeneration. It regenerates one quarter of its health at the end of its turn. Tank v tank fight. Player characters.
Very
Think
much
fi-
like to go.
Like Phoenix.
Phoenix, take a shot.
Okay. Well, before I take any shots, I need to just quickly double check my senses. Okay, cool. Yep. I would like to start my turn by overcharging.
Actually, at the start of your turn, I'm going to use my issue command reaction because I am leader. Because I am leader too. So yeah, and just issue over the comms as Valkyrie sort of riding the mech, and you can hear like energy building up in the Valor even over the comms, and it's just Phoenix, if you wouldn't mind putting holes in these things for me.
I'll see what I can do.
I'll give you one of my leadership dice that you can expend on any attack rolls you make against these fuckers.
Cool. Well, the first thing I'm gonna do is yeah, the first thing I need to wait until Sin gets back. To their desk. Unfortunately.
It is time to eat this fucker. Because I'm standing in its way, and it's standing in my way.
Well,
Although
good.
It could probably
I
teleport
can-
past me if it needs to, but
wait, hang on, I should probably draw just a standard line. I might need to move, but I'm sure it'll be fine. If I get just that little bit closer to stay within investiture range. Yeah, okay, I know my plan.
your investiture range is 5, so you've got plenty of movement, plenty of leniency on that tether.
Yeah, I can go out to about here. Which...
Alright, go ahead.
Yeah, that works. Okay. For the start of my turn, I would like to overcharge. So, taking 1 heat.
Okay.
And I would like to both scan the big fella and the other little one that Sigrun saw behind it.
Alright.
Because when the banneret takes a scan action, it doesn't require line of sight and may scan a second target within range 5 of the first.
Make a systems check. You
Alright,
can
then.
scan them, it just requires a systems check to get through the garbage data.
How's a 13 grab you?
That is enough to get through both. Alright. So, what
Brilliant.
information are you trying to get?
I want their full stat blocks.
Full stat logs. Alright. That's going to take a second. Hang on.
Thought as much.
Stat block that's not all their features, it's just their like hull agility, systems, etc.
Scan. Your target's weapons, systems, and full statistics. HP, speed, evasion, armor, mech skills, and so on. Everything. Everything mechanically.
Okay, alright, yeah, so hang on. Start with the big one. So the big one is the Assimilated Demolisher. Down a little bit. The Assimilated Demolisher is a tier 1 enemy. Has the exotic and veteran template. Has a hull of 3, agility -2, systems -1, engineering 2. Has two points of structure, 2 armor of 2, 15 hit points, reactor of 2, heat capacity of 8, speed of 2, though it does have some abilities that help benefit that, increase that.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you'll tell me those later.
Save 10, evade 6, e-defense 7, sensor 10, 1 activation per total thing, size 2.
1 per round.
Weapons has a demolition hammer. This is a super heavy melee weapon that has a threat range of 2, does 10 explosive damage with a +1 attack bonus and +1 difficulty to swing. On a hit, targets must... Oh, go ahead.
I'm just going to quickly pull up the NPC classes page on CompCon.
Okay. On a hit, targets must succeed on a hull save or be stunned until the end of their next turn. It's armor piercing.
Yep.
It has a dig-in reaction, which is a trigger. An attack when an attack hits the Demolisher, but damage hasn't been rolled yet. The effect is it gains resistance to all damage from the attack, but becomes slowed until the end of its next turn. It can only do this 1 per round. It has shock armor, which gives it resistance to damage from melee weapons. It has a heavy frame. It can't be pushed, pulled, knocked prone, or knocked back by smaller characters. It has the Xenotech template, which is scan doesn't reveal any information about its exotic systems. So you don't know that. You don't know that. You do know that it's reinforced. It has +1
What does
structure.
that mean?
Reinforced means it's +1 structure, +1 stress. So that's why it has 2 of those 2 things. It has the Veterancy feat, which gives it +1 accuracy on all checks and saves for 1 mech skill chosen at creation, hull, agility, systems engineering. In this case, it's hull. It has sap as an optional tech, which is a quick tech. It chooses a character next to them, and they must succeed on an engineering save or be stunned until the end of their next turn. There's a seismic destroyer. Unless they can fly, all characters in a Cone 3 or Line 5 area must succeed on an agility save or be stunned until the end of their next turn. Recharge 6, quick full action. It has concussion missiles. All characters of the Demolisher's choice in line of sight and range 5 must succeed on a hull save or become slowed and impaired until the end of their next turn. Quick action. It has kinetic compensation. Each time the Demolisher misses with the Demolition Hammer, they gain +1 accuracy on all subsequent attacks until their next hit. This accuracy can be gained multiple times and stacks. It has the Broad Sweep Haft system. The Demolisher swings the Demolition Hammer and a Burst 2 arc. Instead of attacking normally, roll melee attacks against any characters of their choice within the affected area. On hit, targets take 4 explosive damage and become impaired until the end of their next turn. This is a full action. It also is deadly. It deals +1d6 damage on critical hits. It has a steel jaw. Auxiliary weapons can't do more than 1 damage to it. And limitless. It can overcharge. Instead of the standard cost, they always gain 1d6 heat, and everything else is hidden by the Xenotech feature.
All right.
Can't read all of it, but got a good read on it.
Yep.
And then the other one.
And what about the other guy?
The other one is the assimilated priest. It has a hull of -1, agility of -1, systems 2, engineering 2.
1 second. Copying this down. Pulling up priest. There we go. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I would assume this is also tier 1 exotic veteran.
Yes, it's also a tier 1 exotic veteran.
I'm saying all of these things are Xenotech.
This also has Xenotech, yes, which means there's a handful of abilities that you cannot get on the scan.
Okay.
This one has structure 2, armor 0, hit points of 10, reactor 2, heat cap of 10, speed 5, save 11, evade 10, e defense 12, sensor 10, Activation's 1, size half. It has the Abjure Priest class tech. This priest makes a tech attack against target within sensors. On a success, the target takes 2 heat each time they make any attack until the end of their next turn. This is a quick tech. It is a hardened target. It gains +1 accuracy on system saves, and tech attacks against it receive +1 difficulty. It has the investiture trait. Though not as good as Sitters, it gives a +1 accuracy on all attacks, and does not have the resistance to all damage. Xenotech has a dispersal shield. Sorry, this one has more exotic systems, so I have to skip a little bit further. This one is reinforced. Also has veterancy. Has the Fractal Assault optional reaction, which happens when a character linked by an investiture takes damage. The effect is the attacker makes a system save. If it fails, they're stunned until the end of their turn.
What's its veterancy stat?
Veterancy is +1 accuracy on all checks. For it's systems.
Mm-hmm.
Has the Fractal Assault. So that's once per round recharge 5+. It has the Fortress trait, which is hardened target gives +3 accuracy on system saves and deals +3 difficulty on tech attacks instead of +1. So it's even more of a hardened target.
Yep.
It has the Sanctuary optional tech. Priest chooses an allied character within sensors. Before attacking the target, the character must first pass a system save. On a failure, the target cannot be targeted again by the attacker until the start of that character's next turn. It also has a powered shield, which gives overshield 5. Oh no, sorry, my apologies. It does have greater investiture. It's not immobilized yet, though. It has not used its investiture or anything. You can tell that. It has Rodeo Master. While the veteran can dismount while on foot, the veteran uses the human class and takes all actions available to PC pilots, including jockey. It also has an NHP.
You're telling me there is something in that mech.
There is. It has the hacker trait. I'm not done yet. It has the hacker trait, which gives it it deals +2 heat on successful tech attacks. So if it abjures you, you actually take 4 heat. 2 heat from the successful attack and then 2 anytime you attack.
And then 2 from hacker, yeah.
It has lightning reflexes, which is whenever the veteran is attacked using a heavy or super heavy weapon, first it rolls a d6 on a 5+, the attack automatically misses. It is insulated, which is that it has immunity to burn. And it has self-repair. Once per scene as a full action, it regains all hit points and clears all conditions.
And then some of those Xenotech things.
Yes.
And everything else is blocked by Xenotech. You mentioned it has an NHP. Is that blocked by Xenotech?
The fact that it has an NHP is not blocked by Xenotech, no.
The NHP itself is?
Information on the NHP? Yes, that is. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It has the AI tag, we know that.
Yeah, you know it has the AI tag, but you cannot tell what NHP it is.
Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna move, because that was a quick action. No, it wasn't.
It was a very long action, thank you very much.
2, 3. Yeah, I'm gonna move to there, so I'm still within range 5 of Sinner.
Yeah, because Sinner can't move to follow you, so.
Yep. Need to find a good... That would hit both Sigrun and the Demolisher if I targeted that line, yes?
Yes.
Cool. So the Banneret's giant radar array that it has in place of its right arm swivels around, points in their direction, and fires a very long beam of something pointed at them both. I fire the siphon beam that this mech is equipped with.
All right.
So 18 to hit the Demolisher
On 18 hits.
for 12 energy damage.
Nice.
And Sigrun is... I don't make an attack roll against Sigrun. Instead,
I get bolstered.
yes, you do. And which one do I want to give you? It has a paracausal weapon, so resistance is
won't help.
pointless. You're probably not going to actually move.
Oh
so,
no, I'm almost certainly not moving.
yeah, not moving. So let me double check what the standard bolster does. +2 accuracy on the next skill check or save. Sure, you can have
Probably
that.
relevant, yeah.
Yep, there you go.
Let me mark that down so I remember it.
All right.
All right, that's me done.
We'll use this with the number 2 for saves. It is enemy turn now.
Yep. I'm just deciding which one wants to go. Sorry. I missed something. Did you do damage to the Demolisher?
Yes,
12
12 armor
energy
piercing
damage.
damage.
Oh, what?
12 armor piercing energy damage.
Okay, sorry.
I wish to laser it directly in the face.
Yeah, you do. Is that a no? 12. Ow. It's still standing, but ow. All right.
Yeah.
So part of the
Does have 15
wall,
HP.
part of the wall, just north of you, Phoenix, explodes
Hmm.
Oh, hi.
as what looks like a cracked out berserker comes flying at you.
I have no desire to make friends with this individual.
It definitely desires to make friends with you. Let's see. I need you to make a hull save.
Oh boy, I am not great at those.
As it uses its avalanche charge.
Double checking a thing real quick. Not that button. That will break that instance of ComCom. That button. Okay, that's only on attacks. That's fine. Flat roll. 19.
All right, you managed.
Nice.
You managed to stay standing as it attacks you with its chain axe.
Oh boy.
14 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit me.
All right, that's 7 kinetic damage, and you become shredded until the end of their next turn, as it comes
Ow.
just ramming out of the wall and lands with enough force to knock you over if you weren't steadying
Oh, wait.
yourself. You have resistance
wait,
to the
I
damage
resist-
because of
Right,
'cause the-
yes.
Yep.
So I take 4 less damage.
You are shredded.
Isn't the chain axe shred only on critical hit?
Right, that's on a critical hit, not on a hit. Right, you are correct. So not shredded.
Okay,
Oh, good.
very good.
Oh, good.
It's going to use its aggression trait to immediately attack a random adjacent character with the chain axe again.
Aggression only happens after it takes damage the first time you
Oh,
try.
after taking damage, not after dealing damage. You're right. Thank you. In that case, 'cause that was a quick attack. That was a quick action for its avalanche charge was a quick action, so I couldn't attack again with the chain axe.
Yes, you
Well,
could.
no, it's another quick action to attack with the chain axe. So that's two
Yes,
quick actions.
Avalanche charge,
Well,
one action.
Yeah, I haven't attacked the second
Skirmish,
yet.
second action.
But actually, what I was going to do is I need you to make a agility save.
Okay.
what
Look
do they-
better at those.
Because 23 is a crit and hits you.
That's a 5.
That is a failure. You are immobilized as it whips out this it. The other hand is not holding anything, but it whips the arm up like it's going to attack your face, and then palm strikes down. And as it does, just a massive spike of a nail just erupts from its palm and rams into your foot, into the foot of your mech, dealing 5 kinetic damage.
So
And
2 damage.
immobilizing you.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's fine. I don't need to go anywhere.
The face on this one is not broken like the face on the Demolisher, but the audio, there's like a series of speakers extruding from its neck that just release this unnatural mechanical howl, almost like a rabid wolf, as it just howls at you, having just smashed you with a chain axe and stabbed your foot. Ooh! Oh! It hit you with a crit. Hang on. Sorry, you take another 6 points of kinetic damage on that.
So another 3. Gotcha.
On that
So
nail
I just went
effect.
from 11 to 3 in one turn.
Oh, okay.
PC turn.
Izanami, you're close. Would you get this thing off me, please?
That's... Yeah. From his position...
At the start of Izanami's turn, I will use another reaction to give Izanami a leadership die for attacking that berserker.
Yeah. Izanami, it's just gonna basically kick off the building and fly straight towards him. Both blades coming down. So I was going to make... a carbon fiber attack. Carbon fiber... or attack.
Which at T2 you can make 2 of them.
Yep. That's why it's attacking with both weapons.
So you're telling me at T3 it just goes full Zoro and wheels a third one in its mouth.
Yes.
In his mouth, why not just weld a third arm onto it?
That's less anime. Both hit.
But then you can carbon fiber sword helicopter people.
So that's 6 kinetic damage, 6 kinetic damage. As both strikes hit. The first one is not a crit, no.
It is at this point that aggression procs.
Yeah. So let's roll a
And
let's
attacks one
roll a
of them at
d2.
random.
1 or 2, Andrew.
2.
2's you.
Well, shit.
So
Because if it had attacked the Ronin could then instinct mode it to death.
aggression. After taking damage for the first time each round, the berserker may immediately attack a random adjacent character. Oh, hang on. He just took. No, sorry. Armor 1. So 5. So he just took 10 damage. He's still up. And also Retribution. Whenever the Berserker takes damage, their next attack deals +2 bonus damage.
Oh boy.
This bonus stacks up to +8, so it took damage twice.
Well, aggression would trigger on the first instance.
That's fair. So only +2 bonus damage.
Either way, if it hits me, it's going to structure me.
You got 4 of those. You're fine.
If it were me, it would just miss.
I mean, that depends on what it rolls.
I rolled a 7.
Well, good.
Exactly.
My evasion is 11.
If it were me, I would simply not be hit.
So yeah, it just lashes out randomly, and you manage to duck the hit, which means it hasn't actually used that +2 bonus damage yet.
The ducking is a surprising feat because the Banneret is a tall and skinny mech.
Well, bonuses are lost when the Berserker attacks or at the end of their next turn. Retribution and aggression sort of cancel each other out. Now, as it gets attacked more, Retribution will continue to build up until
it has
it
another
goes back.
+2 now. Yeah. All right. So that's the end of Ronin's turn. Enemy turn. Let's see who's gonna go next. You need to get out there. Your people need you.
Do
No,
they
they
though?
don't.
They really do.
Are you sure though?
Yeah. Pretty confident.
Hey Mara, how far can you throw someone with your mag whip?
Let me look. 5 spaces. But it's range 8.
Darn.
So-
I was hoping you'd be able to throw them adjacent to me so I could eat them.
Yes, please keep him away from me.
I don't know if you have some kind of trick to move him twice, but if you could get him adjacent to me.
Perimeter command plate, if you have that. Would that work?
I don't have.
Within range 5, so
I don't have a command
that
plate
would
right now. I just have the Ferris Slash and some other stuff.
yep, fair dues.
I didn't take the plate this time.
All right. It's all right. I wouldn't worry about it anyways.
I'm worried about it.
Yeah, so we're gonna use the breach ram ability here.
Breach is done.
Fury,
Yeah.
you hear the sound of walls breaking, getting close to
Again.
you,
Okay.
and the wall next to you sort of explodes outward as a thing happens.
Cool.
And you make an agility save.
Okay.
Hi there.
My agility is plus
Would you like to purchase our
2.
literature?
Yeah, the breach ram does the same amount of damage to the walls that your orbital laser does.
That That didn't roll. Hang on. Let me try that again. Hey, 20.
You managed to get out of the way as this thing bursts through your space.
Yeah. Just sort of step to the side.
And that was its quick action. So for its action, it's going to turn around and it levels 2 shotguns at you and fires both of them.
Fun. Are these doing kinetic damage?
Yes.
I would like to Meg parry. One of them. Roll a d6. If I get 5 or more, it misses.
Go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
Well, the first shot rolled a 3 anyways, so
Oh.
you make it miss. And the second shot rolled a 5.
Yeah, that misses. Whoom.
Turns out it doesn't matter. The shot just goes everywhere.
Listen, I feel good about it.
There. Alright. Player character turn.
Well, I would like to murder this thing.
Yeah.
Please do.
Yeah. So I'm going to stab at this one that just stepped in front of me. I get +1 accuracy because I am making a melee weapon attack. Let me. This my eye freaks out. I don't know what accuracy does actually, but I'm gonna roll.
It adds an extra d6 to the roll.
That's an extra d6. Okay.
Get to the attack roll.
I don't know how to add that on there. I'm just gonna roll it from my sheet. I got an extra d6. We'll see if we can get it. 9.
9. Just misses.
Damn it. All right. Well, I tried that. That was a skirmish. And then let's see here. I have to hit to do that. Oh wait. I have a question. Because I also get +1 accuracy for melee attack if at least one allied character is engaged. Does that stack with things? Because
+1 accuracy would make sense you roll 2 and take the higher one.
okay.
So you can roll another accuracy and see if you do better.
That's fair.
You did.
5 for 11.
That means you hit.
Yes. Okay. I'll take it. And that's 6 armor piercing. Energy
It
damage.
has resistance to weapons, to main weapons, so it's
Well,
only 3.
Damn it. All right.
That's rude.
It does, however, not get its armor, so there's that.
Okay. And I would like to. I get to get a Blade Master die. From that, I think. Let's see here.
This is the one, and this one, as you're fighting this one, you sort of get the chest area of this is sort of a patchwork armor that looks like it's sort of like welded the wrecks of other mechs onto itself for armor.
Okay.
And so it's a little bit more patchwork than the others, and you can see inside that there seems to be a God, I said it earlier in the episode. What's it called? What are the android people called?
Subaltern.
Yeah, there seems to be a subaltern inside there, inside of it, piloting it. A subaltern that looks very much unhinged, based on the depiction of the hologram that you're seeing.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get a Blade Master die. I have one of those. Can use those as things. And I'm going to actually step, and I think Cereza's there. I don't really want to stay near this thing. I saw what it did, what one of these similar mechs did to Phoenix. I'm gonna step up on 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm gonna try and pull this thing off of her with Fair Slash.
Be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, agility save.
Now, does it get an attack opportunity on you? I always forget.
They do.
The Overwatch reaction.
I have
Overwatch reaction
though,
on. Yeah, so Overwatch when you leave the breacher.
Yeah, I do have, I think, a thing. Let me look. No, not that.
The one of the arms that's holding that's holding the gun or the shotgun drops the shotgun, and you watch as the metal warps and twists into a razor sharp claw that just rakes out at you as you shift past.
Blade Dancer reaction attacks against me are +1 difficulty.
All right, so it's flat because it has an accuracy on this.
Cool.
17 to hit.
That does.
Alright, that's going to be 5 armor-piercing damage. Armor-piercing kinetic damage.
Okay, I have resistance to kinetic damage at least.
Alright,
So
2 armor-piercing
2?
damage.
Okay.
As this claw just scratches through your armor.
Alright. And then let me... Oh, and then I do Fair Slash.
Right.
So that one makes an
Couldn't you
agility save.
Couldn't you target Phoenix and move Phoenix away from it without needing to make a save?
Ooh, I could do that.
Yeah,
That's
you could
true.
do that.
Let me do
And-
that instead. That seems better.
And that doesn't provoke an attack from the Berserker, since involuntary movement never provokes reactions.
Yeah.
Correct.
You can pull you 5 spaces toward me.
I'll go right here. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there is fine.
Right.
Or is it always 5 or is it up to 5?
Be pulled 5 spaces in a direction of your choice.
Okay. In that case,
Or
I
no,
guess-
pull 5 spaces in any direction. So I can actually, if you're allied, I can like sort of send you wherever.
Okay. Though I would prefer to remain close to Sinner to keep my
Okay.
resistance to damage.
That's
so,
fair.
That would be funny if Fury like launched you away to try to save you and just completely remove that thing that was helping that saved you previously.
No.
like out in the. Imagine if Phoenix just ended up like out here, and then suddenly, oh, Demolisher looks round, smaller target. I'm gonna eat it.
My friend, you don't look so good.
Look, food.
Here.
Oh, I really friggin' don't.
You still
That's my
got,
turn.
You still got all 4 structure points for now.
For now.
Speaking of, a window slides open on that building. And you see what looks like an assault lean out it with a
Oh,
gun.
shivers.
How often can I do a reaction? Is that just
I
we
need.
said after my
once
turn?
per turn, but as many times as it says per round.
okay?
Yeah.
So
react.
I need Sinner, Fury, and Phoenix to all make hull saves.
I will use my morale booster reaction to give Fury an additional +1 accuracy on this save.
Thank you.
Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to give it to Sinner, sorry.
Okay.
15.
What's how much? What plus 1 accuracy you said?
Yep.
9. I was busy pulling you in.
Hey, 9's not a bad save.
No, it's not great though.
Sinner
I
got
could
a
do
7.
better.
Dang.
Oof, bad roll.
Sinner also has a -1 to his all rolls, so it's pretty good to give him that
Yeah.
accuracy.
He's helping me, I'm helping him.
All right. So the save was 10. So Phoenix, you succeed, and Fury and Sinner fail. Fury and Sinner both take 6 kinetic damage, and Phoenix, you take 3.
Oh, that means I take 2 from my resistance.
Yep, 3 for my resistance.
I go to 1.
Ooh.
As just this missile barrage just decorates the line that the 3 of you are in. And PC turn.
All
Maybe
of
just
us have gone, right?
Soraya and Sinner
Yeah.
mixed.
Let's have Sinner go.
Sinner.
Do some heals or something. It feels good.
Sinner's actually going to fractal us. You took damage just now, so Sinner's going to fractal assault the assault.
Yep.
It needs to make a system save.
Oh, he could have done that to the Berserker.
He could have, but I have too much information that I'm trying to parse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
The assault natural
So
20
many,
to
like-
save, so
Ooh.
Oh,
it's not
like
stunned.
get a load of this guy rolling paracausal dice so they all get 20s.
That's the Lancer version of loaded dice. It's just paracausal dice. They determine the result before they're even rolled.
I'm going to use a quick action to dispersal shield on Phoenix. Roll me a d3.
2.
You resist damage and heat for the next 2 attacks that hit you, and you also gain overshield 6.
Cool.
And then Rosetta, quick tech is going to make an abjure attack against the Berserker.
That's helpful. Overheat. Lose your reactor.
Natural 20. Just going to give 3. He's going to take 3
Every attack
heat
the Berserker
each time that he
makes
makes.
Takes 3 heat. Yeah.
Also, he takes 2 heat automatically right now from the Sinner's hacker feature. And no, nothing else. Yep. So yeah. That's 2 heat on it on the Berserker. All right. NPC turn. This enemy gets closer.
Okay, we've seen 4.
PC turn.
5 out of the 6. Just leave Cereza.
Alright. Where's what you gonna do?
There's a nice line of people to give cover while shooting the assault.
Yeah, Veil Rifle.
Cerez's actually gonna make an evade attempt on the Berserker.
Ooh.
Their Shrike code.
Oh yeah, Shrike Code will fuck it up too. I think Shrike
Yeah.
Code does the same thing over again, doesn't it?
Yep. Plus 2 heat
Sure
for
does.
every attack.
Just like make the Berserker's reactor explode.
Is it hot in here or is it just you? Apparently not. Well, I guess it depends on the defense.
Its E defense is 6, so that succeeds.
Yes. Love it.
So invaded it, which gives it 2 heat anyways.
Yep.
And then Shrike Code, so it's going to generate another 2 heat for every time it attacks. It's generating 4 heat every time it attacks right now. Actually, no, sorry.
Nice.
It's generating 5 heat every time it attacks right now. Because Sinners is 3 heat, not 2.
Score.
And it's already generated 4 heat of its 6 heat cap. Alright. NPC
And
turn.
it is Berserker. It knows only war. So
Berserker. NPC turn. The priest moves. Get up behind the big guy. It's going to use a full tech action to sanctuary the Demolisher. As this blue light, sort of blue and red light, engulfs the Demolisher, and your UI goes a little bit even crazier. Player character's turn.
I think that's top of the round.
Yep. Top of the round.
Who would like to go first?
Well, I have a very simple turn that doesn't actually do anything, so count me out for now. Unless you want me to not take a point of structure.
I mean, my turn basically amounts to firing up the incineration engines. So I think
I'm gonna try and kill these.
How about this? We'll wait to see who goes first until next week. Or next
There we go.
time when we have all 4 of you, hopefully.
Yeah, that works.
Getting towards the end of the week, this is a good place to leave off. Is the top of the round. So those of you that are watching, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. And we'll see you all next time. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.